Now that we've finished the assembly of our module frames, we're going to take some wood filler and fill in the screw holes and make them disappear. We don't want them showing when we paint the module frame, as this is going to detract from the final product. So we're taking some wood filler and filling in the holes. We squeeze a bit of wood filler out. I just happen to be using a 6-inch ruler because it's kind of convenient. And we stuff it, the wood filler, deep into the hole. We don't have to be fancy. Our objective here is to fill in the hole from the screw head right up to the top. It's going to take several applications of wood filler to get everything done. This is the first application of the wood filler. The wood filler is going to shrink. We're going to let it stand overnight so that it dries nicely, and then once it's dried, we are going to sand it smooth with our palm sander. And then once we've given it a good sanding, we're going to repeat our process all over again. Here I'm filling up a piece where the wood chipped out, and as I'm filling up the holes, I'm keeping my eyes open for any imperfections that might have shown up in the wood. We're going to do the ends pieces too. Just remember that one of these holes, this one here, that's for a T-nut, so don't go filling that one up. And we carry on with the rest. That end piece is done. There's two types of wood filler. Stuff that comes in the can, that's really a plastic wood, and the stuff like this that comes in the tube. I prefer the one that's in the tube because I can control the amount of wood filler that I'm putting on the end of my steel ruler. You can use whatever tool you got available. Flat bladed X-Acto knife, screwdriver. I find that my 6-inch ruler is convenient. I see that I've got a little imperfection around the knot hole, a little bit of a hole, so I'm going to apply a little bit of filler there. This is a case where a little bit of patience is in order. We take our time. And the end result pays off, because by the time we're finished, you'll never know that we use screws to assemble the module frame. On with the next one. The first application of wood filler on one of our modules is dried, so we're going to take our palm sander and sand the wood filler so that it's smooth and flat and flush with the surface of our wood. Now, as I'm sanding the wood filler, I'm going to sand the perimeter of the recess for the telephone jacks, plus a little bit of sanding within the hole. There's a little bit of fuzz around the perimeter, so that we'll smooth that out. And as I'm sanding, I'm keeping my eyes open for any other holes or imperfections in the wood. I'll fill them up with wood filler and sand them flush as we apply the second coat of wood filler. We can see that we've still got some dimples left here, but that'll be fixed up when we apply the second coat of wood filler. one's done. On with the next. So we finished our first round of sanding. We've still got some dimples in the screw holes. So we're applying a second coat of wood filler. I don't need as much as what I did on the first round because we're now just filling in surface holes. I'm going to repeat this process of applying wood filler and then sanding as many times as I need, so that when we apply the paint to the module frame, we aren't going to know that we had screw holes there to begin with. On with the rest. Okay, so now that we've got the screw holes filled with wood filler, we've sanded everything down smoothly. We are now applying our first coat of Tremclad flat black to the entire wood frame, the module frame, and we're going to paint all of the wood surfaces and seal those surfaces so that moisture keeps out of the wood. Once we've got the first coat applied, we're going to lightly sand everything and apply a second coat.